find myself asking a lot is, why did I stay up until 4 a.m. playing that video game instead of studying for my test? In fact, a lot of people end up spending time doing things that an economist would say has no utility. Doesn't give you money, doesn't give you status, doesn't further your career, but it's fun, we might respond. It brings me value, satisfaction, gives me meaning, a sense of purpose. This is the study of Yu-Kai Cho in his term, gamification, which he coined at a TEDx talk in 2013. This relatively new trend has been dominating business corners, but I wanted to take a step into the educational realm. Gamification is defined as the craft of deriving the fun and addicting elements found in games and applying them to real-world or productive activities. Education seems productive, but why does education happen to be the strongest match for gamification? If we think about the environments in the world that we would like to construct, usually we can define a win-lose condition, rules, skills, allies, rewards, and the difficulty level. But you're speaking in the language of a game designer if you use those terms. What you're actually talking about are goals, constraints, resources, partners, feedback, and a learning curve. Game designers know better than anyone else how to create intrinsic value in things that otherwise would only have extrinsic value. The key to this is because game designers, their entire industry hinges on their ability to make your actions meaningful. Your choices have inherent value. If you didn't enjoy it, you can put down the game. It's different than even the other forms of multimedia for this purpose, and that's why I believe that game designers need to be one of the first lines of innovation within higher education within the classroom. Gamification thrives in a system with a clear win-lose condition, accepted rules, diverse skills, meaningful allies, salient rewards, and an appropriate degree of difficulty. Now I want you to, as I did when I became interested in this topic, consider that application in the classroom. Imagine if your textbooks weren't seen as a chore for you to work through, but resources for you to use, like power-ups in a video game. Or that your allies were the classmates that you surround yourself with, and that the final bosses were your final exams. In reality, people should be thrilled about the chance to have an education, because it will progress them, help them grow in new ways, but they're not. They're stressed, they lose focus, and they don't find the inherent value of their learning. Most of them just want to get the degree and get out alive. My thesis focuses on backing up the educational psychology and behavioral economics of the 8 core drives of game design, then showing how it applies to the classroom and proving that it can be used in a meaningful way to innovate the ways that instructional design is oriented. Because if we can continue to create more meaningful ways for game designers and educators to connect on the continuum of student engagement, we will find wholly involved students in an educational future capable of greater ends. And that is my thesis.